Hey, what's up? What's going on, people? It's your boy, the BQF, Black Quarterback Forum. For those few, if any, who watches my videos, I only talk about the black quarterbacks. That's all that matters to me. I mean, I do watch all the NFL. I was just watching some Fox Sports and just checking the statistics. It's interesting as always with the football. Everybody still think their team has a chance. Even technically, they might have a chance, but we know they don't really have a chance. So, I love going over the black quarterback stats and just looking at it from a black perspective. But anyway, man, the brothers have taken a beating this year. It's currently just two teams in the NFC, and although everyone on TV believes, and I believe as well, the Chiefs will be there in the AFC. Can't say the same about the Ravens. If they lose one or two more games, I mean, they're just a game behind Pittsburgh right now in their division. I believe it was a game. Uh, and, you know, but we'll see. But anyway, from our perspective, for what I do, I just love talking about the black guys, looking at it. And here's just a quick. Uh, I looked at all the games and see how many times black quarterback has won and how many they've lost. Now there was a lot of black on black crime games, so I call them, where it's black quarterback for both teams. Like in week one, Eagles versus Cowboys. Eagles won that game. Cardinals and Saints. The Cardinals won. And the Giants and the Commanders. And Jaden Daniels won when he was healthy. Excuse me. So I didn't break that down specifically, but there have been 55 winning black quarterbacks through 10 weeks and 90 losing, with the games where they have black on black crime in there somewhere too. So basically, on the games where you got black on black crime, you're gonna have someone black's gonna win, someone black gonna lose. So, but that's almost like a 1-to-2 ratio there of winning to losing. I mean, so they've been taking a beating this year. I went back and looked at all 10 weeks, and I know some of these guys played quarterback in college, but at the NFL level, they just are not what a team needs and are not going to be successful. So, I mean, if you watch football, you know who they are. You get in discussions and arguments with people who love Justin Fields. He's a good person, I'm sure, a nice man, but as an NFL quarterback, not getting the job done. Say the same thing about my man out there, Geno Smith in Las Vegas. Making make upwards, I think, 30-something million a year. These cats is killing it. A couple other quarterbacks out there. I mean, Bryce Young did turn around. They have at 500 after last week's game at 5-5, but never get you nowhere close to a Super Bowl. Kyler Murray about to lose his job out here in Arizona. Jacoby Brissett, a normal size quarterback. And if you pick up Kyler Murray, what are you picking him up for? What do you expect to win? I saw some news segment on the CBS. They have it's like a ESPN type channel on this TV app that I be watching. Anyway, it's live, it's current, and they had some guy on there talking about where Kyler Murray might end up in the teams that might be interested in him. And I'm watching it, and I'm like, why would the team even be interested in him? I mean, even the worst teams right now with the worst quarterback situations. Is he gonna make your team that much better? And you're gonna go somewhere and win a championship or win your division and go to no. So you know, but he convinced the Cardinals to pay him. I think it's like 46 million. a year. I mean, went way a few years back, 2, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, whatever it was. He got the contract. And anyway, so, but with that said, y'all know I like to go over the winners. I like to go over the losers for the current week. And then I'll just look at where black quarterbacks are and how many might make the playoffs this year. I'm still going to talk about it until there ain't nothing to talk about, unless we lose in playoffs. But you know, so we'll see. But currently, the losers from this past week: Geno Smith and the Raiders, Michael Penix Jr., Dylan Gabriel. Yeah, I count him as black. He is Hawaiian, just like Tua and my man Marcus Mariota. He is not 6 feet. I think he's 5'11". Bryce Young, 5'11". CJ Stroud, he's hurt. He didn't play. Their backup player. I think they won the game, but it was with the backup. Jacoby Brissett, who's taking over in Arizona. He's 6'2", 6'3", somewhere around there, I believe. And Marcus Mariota, who he's a Hawaiian too, a Hawaiian black. Marcus is like 6'2", 6'3". I remember him from Oregon, but he lost. He's backing up Jaden Daniels, who's going to be out. I didn't read up on Jaden Daniels, see how long he's going to be out, but I know it's going to be a moment with that. I think it's his elbow, and I messed it up. So those were the losers. Now, the winning, Caleb Williams and the Bears. He was 20 for 36, 220 yards, 6.1 average, 1 touchdown, no INTs. He was sacked 0 times, so no sacks. His QBR was 71.7 and his rating was 83.1. That's one where you had a high QBR, you think his rating would be a little higher. If the rating was like, they jealous of the QBR, and this, he had a 71.7, you think he'd have like a 90, but the numbers just amaze me with these ratings. I would look at them all season, and I guarantee you, the quarterback with the highest rating ain't gonna be nowhere near the Super Bowl. So it don't matter, you know. Tua and they beat up on the Bills. Yes, he was 15 for 21, 173 yards. He was 8.2 average down the field. Okay, 2 touchdowns, 2 INTs. He wasn't sacked. His QBR was 61.2 and his rating was 88.1. So Tua and the Dolphins have had their trials and tribulations this season, to say the least. And I don't know. We'll see what happens with him and the Dolphins once the season's over, because they probably definitely ain't making the playoffs. So they just playing it out. Then Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. They got to win almost every game. Well, I keep thinking that, but not really. I mean, if Pittsburgh wins, the games against Pittsburgh are going to be big. I don't think they've had either one yet. It's like I'm not a diehard fan of the Ravens. I don't know their whole schedule. But obviously, they got a black quarterback, so I'm going to watch the team. But for this past week, they did beat the Vikings, and Lamar's stats, they weren't as crazy as they have been, but he was 17 for 29, 176 yards, 6.1 average, 1 touchdown, no INTs, sacked 1 time for 7 yards. So you know that comes off the overall total yardage, if you didn't know. So he passed for 169 to be minus the sack. Anyway, his QBR, check this out, has to be one of the lowest ones he's had all the season. 42.9 and a rating of 87.7. See, his rating is higher than Caleb's, but his QBR is at 42.9. Wow. That's the QBR. And I mean, Caleb passed for a few more yards than him. 220, 170. It's like 50 more yards. His average one was the same, 6.1. 1 touchdown, no INTs. He was sacked. You mean tell me that 1 sack gonna drop him like damn near 30 points? That's what I'm saying. It doesn't make any sense. And he was 20 for 36, Caleb. That's missing on 16 passes. He was 17 for 29. That misses on 12 passes. Yeah. But he did have about 44 yards. 44 yards to be exact, less in passing. That accounts for damn near 30 points on the QBR rating. That's crazy. The QBR, it makes no sense to me. Yeah, one of my favorite, Justin Fields, the brother. Yeah, I looked at his stats. Oh my goodness, he's had some QBR ratings. Not this game, but this game's still pretty low. I mean, this guy, I don't know. Jets won the game. He was 6 for 11 for just 54 yards. His starting quarterback, and I was looking through the stats because I didn't write the week down specifically. Maybe I should have, but he's got another week where he played the whole game and he had listed 100 yards passing. But in this particular game, this past Sunday, he was 6 for 11, 54 yards, a 4.9 average, 1 touchdown, 1 INT, sacked 3 times for minus 12 yards. So really, he was just 42. Oh my goodness. If you take the sack yards, his QBR is 15.9. His rating was 60.4. Wow. That's crazy. That's insane. That's insane. And that's your starting quarterback, New York Jets. Good luck. And the other winning quarterback, just 5. And what did I go over? How many losing black quarterbacks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. And there was some on by. So Jalen Hurts, he beat up on. I don't even have that's 7. I don't even have Jordan Love down here. So Love 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Anyway, Jalen Hurts. He was 15 for 26, 183 yards, 7 point average down the field when he did pass. 1 touchdown, 0 INTs. He was sacked 0 times. His QBR was 42. I'm not making these numbers up. His rating was 92.3. Now, I'm trying. What was he had? 10 less passes, but he missed on 11. He missed on 16. It makes no. Lamar's his QBR was 42. His rating was 92.3. It makes no sense. The QBR. I'm still comparing it to Caleb Williams' QBR. Did I did I say what Justin Fields was? This is 15.9. Oh, because I'm getting carried away with these numbers today. But he was 6 for 54 yards. Is it 4.9 average? 1 touchdown, 1 INT. Was sacked. Yeah, I must have said it. 15.9. Oh my goodness. But I'm looking at Jalen Hurts, Lamar Jackson, and Caleb. And Tua had. Check this out. Tua had a higher QBR, 61.2, with a rating of 88.1. And these numbers, it just is. Tua, I'm looking at Tua and Lamar's numbers. They were almost similar. Tua was 15 for 21, 173. Lamar was 17 for 29, 176. Tua had 8.2 average, 2 INTs. That's to me, the INTs don't count. It's like, okay, all right. You can get way caught up in the numbers, man. That's insanely crazy. So, like I said, I went back and looked at, man, the brothers have been getting the Black QB's record each week. They've been getting beat up. Whew. They have not had a winning week. Where when I say winning, I mean where there have been more black quarterbacks that have won than those that have lost. It's not been a week this season. Well, each week there have been more losers than winning black quarterbacks. I went back and tracked all 10 weeks. And it's, they started having buys in week 5. But through the first 4 weeks, yeah, 16, 17. I think the Giants changed quarterbacks with Russell in week 4, 3 or 4 or 5, somewhere around there. I was looking at it and remember specifically. Then the Saints, they went. Spencer Rattler got benched a couple weeks ago. So, and it's been rough on the brothers this past season through 10 weeks. Like I told you, I counted the numbers up, and it might be off by a game or here or there, but 55 winning black quarterbacks through 10 weeks and 90 losing. That's including the games with black on black crime, and black quarterback play black quarterback, and black guy has to win, and one has to lose. Excuse me. Getting a little thirsty. Still hot as all get out in Arizona. It's mid-November, 13th tomorrow, and it's still up in 80 degrees. Yeah. I think the calendar finally showed a drop down to the 70s. Yeah, we love the weather. I know. But anyway, so that's it. I love my black quarterbacks. I love talking about them. Oh, speaking of which, let me talk about this for a minute. So right now in the AFC, everybody believes Patrick Mahomes will be there. Can't say the same thing about Lamar Jackson. He's like Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. They got to pretty much win out. If Pittsburgh keep winning too, they got 2 games against Pittsburgh, I believe. They haven't played them yet. So, but everyone definitely believes the Chiefs will be there. That'll be the only team with a black quarterback in the AFC because the Chiefs are in the 8th spot at the moment. So it's kind of split on who they think will win that division. Them, the Broncos, and the Chargers. Well, if the Broncos beat the Chiefs this weekend, then I think the Broncos are going to be trying as hard as any team has ever tried to beat the Chiefs in the regular season. So we currently don't have any black quarterbacks in, but the Chiefs are expected to be. They're probably the only team with a black quarterback in the AFC. In the NFC, there's only 2 teams. That's the Eagles, who are the number 1 seed at the moment, and then I think the Packers are the number 7 seed when I was looking. So it's just, we'll say 3, but out of all these other black quarterbacks that's in the league, making all that money, taking teams nowhere. I don't even take a team close. I mean, in the NFC, man, you can look at Dak, $60 million man. I always make jokes about the $6 million man, Lee Majors, and Bionic Man. He could do it. Oh, he ain't gonna do it. No. All you gotta do is watch TV for a few minutes, which with my crazy work schedule now, I don't get to watch TV all that much because I don't have regular cable. So I read what I can and watch this articles or shows the day after they've announced what they're saying. But no, I mean, I watch live football when it's live, but all the talk shows, who cares? I mean, start the season, it was 10 weeks deep. Let's week 11 coming up in 10 games. But, and, people are hoping and praying for their team. Like, I mean, people still think the Carolina Panthers got a chance. No, they don't. They don't have a chance. Like the Arizona Cardinals, they don't have a chance. Over in the NFC, there's a couple of. Look, I'm telling you, whatever happened with Pittsburgh and Baltimore, the Ravens might not have a chance. I love Lamar. Like I tell everybody, Lamar Jackson, one of my favorite. if not the favorite black quarterback. Got the jersey behind that mirror, that to closet door. Anyway, we 10 weeks in and just 3 black quarterbacks. I'm counting Patrick Mahomes because they're most likely he's going to be there. I don't know beyond him in the AFC. We shall see, people. It's a black quarterback forum, BQF. BlackQBsInEffect.com website.